Why did the old man fall into the well? Because he couldn't see that well. Okay. Do you want to know how to pray easily? How can you make prayer the easiest part of your life? By far. Well, there's very simple ways that you can do that. If you want to have a relationship with Jesus and you want to know more about Jesus, start now by subscribing, hitting the bell, and I'll keep you updated with future videos. So, getting back to the question, how can you make prayer the easiest part of your life? But first, why would you want to make prayer the easiest part of your life? What's the point? Well, prayer is the most important thing that you could ever do. Why? Because it determines where you will spend eternity. So, that's why. Because it determines whether you have a relationship with Jesus or not, and whether you will be able to spend eternity in paradise or not. And so I believe this method is incredibly useful in helping you to pray consistently. And you can adjust the numbers a little bit if you want to, but I recommend doing this. So I'm just going to wait for this car to go by because it's kind of frustrating talking while there's a car going by on the road in front of me. There's another car. I'm sorry. It's coming. So it's about to drive past. And don't worry. It's gonna pass in a minute. When it goes, there'll be silence. And that's when I can continue talking about prayer. Oh, no. Oh, there's quite a few cars. Oh dear. They're gone. They're gone. Okay, this is the method that I want to talk to you about. And it is to spend the first 10 days praying only for 1 minute a day. So the first day, you pray for 1 minute. And even if you feel so passionate and so raring to go, even if you really want to pray for longer than 1 minute, even if you can't hold it in and you need to pray for longer, don't. I'm going to explain why. Don't pray for longer than 1 minute at first. Pray for 1 minute a day for 10 days. And then after the first 10 days, spend the next 10 days praying for 2 minutes a day. And then after those first 20 days, spend the next 10 days praying for 3 minutes a day, and keep going up and up. 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, however far you want to go. You could go up to an hour. But the mistake that most people make is they start big. They start with an hour a day. I'm going to pray for an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 5 hours a day. They want to pray for so many hours a day, and they're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna pray, yes, I'm gonna pray so much that my heart is gonna explode. And you see, that is a big problem, because most people, and you'll probably not believe me, but most people, when they start big, they usually don't carry it on for very long. They start for a few days and then they stop after maybe a few days, and then they don't pray for ages, and they're super passionate, and then they get burnt out because they do too much too soon. And the key is to start stupidly small. So start with 1 minute a day, and it'll seem like, what's the point? But the point is so that you can get in your reps. The point is so that you can make it into a habit as easily as possible. The benefit isn't going to come now, it's going to come later when you start adding the minutes. And if you start small, you will continue doing it because it's easy. Unless something is easy, you won't consistently do it. So if you want to keep it up, you have to make it easy at the start. That is the same with any habit, but most important with prayer, because prayer is by far the most important habit. Maybe after a year or two, you'll be able to pray for 1 or 2 hours a day, and you will think nothing of it. Whereas if you started with 1 or 2 hours now, it would be so boring that you would just not be able to do it. It would just be so boring unless you were already so passionate about God. But the thing is, you don't always feel passionate about God. Real passion should be but still praise even though you don't feel like it. That is real love. That is a real passion. And if you want to get to that stage, then I suggest starting slow and building yourself up from the ground up. Like the old saying goes, build yourself up from the ground up, build yourself up. Start small and then go big. You won't regret it. It might seem like slow progress at start. In the end, you will get to a destination that will be far beyond what you ever thought you could get to at the start, like a compound effect. Little bonus tip for you, little bonus tip. I've already said this in my other videos, but I really enjoy as another car. Goodbye, car. Hope I never see you again. Anyway, the tip that I want to say is to listen to music while you pray, even if it's only for 1 minute. And if you do that, then you might enjoy prayer a lot more. I definitely enjoy praying a lot more when I can listen to atmospheric music while I pray, or just calm music, you know? It gets me in the zone with God. Click this video if you enjoyed this video, and I hope that in this video I can encourage you to enjoy spending time with God even more than you already do. See you in the next video. Goodbye.